popping in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macho with a rockin' black.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. For Kareem Hunt, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll make line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And that'll be incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
The ball carrier.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And a very right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He was brought down by Jason.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
He was brought down by
a nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
56-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Bears 7, Lions 6.
He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw here. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
2nd and long. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
And 8 yards.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman. Back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Eluding the pressure right. Another throw for Galladay. This one complete. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Hunt, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have retaken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? Or I guess under a heavy rush and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just is under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Quinn. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
14 yards and a Chicago first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamie Collins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears will extend their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 21, Lions 9.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second and 11. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
At the line of scrimmage.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
No gain on the play.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
He'll live to fight another down, right?
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the 29-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A young... Quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
7 yards. It's third down. 3rd and 14.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run with Connor, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
36-yard line.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Lions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Complete.
That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Lions first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They start the drive with Connor. Rumbling past the 30. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! James Conner, 82 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Lions on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Detroit.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a dump off here complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Lions on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. 15 yards on the play. First down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit close. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They had the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's a 3rd and 11 situation.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end.
The pass.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah,
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Bears, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.